Okay, welcome everyone. Thanks for being here. So excited to practice together to catch up this morning. So go ahead, grab a bolster, a pillow, a cushion, anything to prop you up. We want to tap into the spine. And I loved, Drea, the story you were sharing at the beginning of class. We're going to really tap into that theme today. So let's go ahead and start with opening the heart, spreading wide. Spread wide across the chest. It's almost like a huge stretch when you get out of bed or you ever see a cat just like completely reach and expand. We're going to do that today in our spine. So reach those arms out, expand. And I want to create that resistance so your palms can actually be facing towards the wall. Palms facing the wall. Can everybody see me all right? Okay, and then we're going to start getting this external rotation of your arms. So the inner arm is rolling towards the ceiling, towards the back wall, towards the floor. Yeah, and palms are actually facing the outside edges. Yes, towards the side walls. And bend the wrist. Try and get that 90-degree angle. Good. And so we're finding freedom through discipline today. We're finding freedom through that toning, through that expansion, through that effort. And then freedom is on the other side. So reach through those palms. Reach open. And we can really get into those shoulders and those scapulas and the spine, just even through the wrists. So expand through the fingertips. Big heart. It actually takes a lot of work to cultivate that open heart. And then palms together. And we're going to have those elbows weighted. So imagine that you have 5-pound weights on your elbows. So they're not out, they're down, they're reaching towards the floor. And as your elbows reach towards the floor, your heart, your sternum lifts upwards and forwards. Elbows reaching, heart lifting. Equal opposing actions. Good. Smooth, deep breathing. See if you can inhale. Inhale to the top of the breath. Pause. Exhale through the nose. Let all the air out. And I wanted to start today's class with an OM. So it's OM or AUM, but you're making that O and that M an equal length. And it literally, it translates into the theme that we're talking about today. So OM is just a universal language, a universal sound. And so let's go ahead, inhale. And I'll go first, but it sounds like O. OM. And it's really beautiful. You'll notice, like with kids, babies, anytime they hear an OM, they'll stop crying. They'll try and do it with you. So it's just a universal sound, and it actually puts us at ease. It's complete relaxation. So it's OM. Inhale. O. Beautiful. Just feel it reverberate through your throat, through your chest, through your spine. That sound. It's the soundless sound. Inhale. We're going to do it 2 more times. Oh. Oh. Yeah, beautiful. So today is about trust, divine trust. And that OM just helps us to tap into that trust, that surrender. So today is the fifth yama that we haven't gotten to talk about yet. And it's non-grasping, meaning we're trusting life's natural abundance, life's natural flow. And when we stop grasping or clutching, we can actually receive with open hands. So you think about nature, nature is abundant. You think of an orange tree, there's so many oranges to share. You even think of a desert, and it seems like a place where there's not a lot of life, but there's so much life, even in the desert. Um, so learning how to open our hearts and letting go, it's that non-attachment to outcomes. And it's a place beyond confidence. It's a self-assurance, a self-knowing that you're supported, that life's got you. So even when we're facing challenges, meeting those challenges with gratitude, because we know that there's a gift in it, a growth in it. We're going to come out the other side stronger, more connected. So that's kind of the theme today. So go ahead, take those arms up, lift, extend, expand. And in alignment, we actually address the mind by working with the body. So we don't address the mind through the mind, we address the mind through the body. And it actually makes sense because all of our thoughts, all of our lived experiences show up in our body, right? They show up in maybe a grip that's in the throat, or a tightness that might be in the shoulders, or a protection that might be in the heart, right? Or protection of old injuries, or maybe a tightness in the jaw. So we're working through the body to address the mind. So go ahead, lengthen like a tree growing tall. We're finding that full potential through the spine. And so imagine that your sit bones are the roots and they're growing down into the floor. Your sit bones are the roots. You're getting rooted, you're getting grounded, you're getting strong. Strong roots means that you can expand taller. So then we're expanding our branches, reaching towards that sunshine, lengthening. And isn't that like a beautiful picture or feeling? Just feeling so grounded, such deep, strong roots, deeply nourished by the soil, the nutrients, the microorganisms. And I don't know if y'all know this, but so aspen trees, for example, they are the largest living organism in the world outside of the mycelium mushrooms that exist in the root system. Arms out wide, arms expanding, arms open. And so that mycelium network, it's an underground network, and it communicates to all of the forest and the trees. And so if one tree is lacking nutrition, is lacking water, the other trees will send them nutrients, hydration through this mycelium network. So it's that arms forward, it's that interconnected web of support. So imagine that deep nourishment at your roots. Ground those sit bones even more, arms reaching forward. Good. Exhale, release. Let's go ahead, come to standing. Okay. So now standing, imagine that your feet are that root system. Nice. So imagine that your feet are the root system. So bend the knees, spread the toes wide, reach through those toe tips, extend, expand. Your toe tips are like that mycelium network, that web, that interconnected web. Reach through the toe tips and see if you can broaden wide, like broaden wide across your feet, or that mycelium network broaden wide. And then ground through the mound of your big toe, reach through the mound of your big toes through the floor. And you can even use your imagination, roots growing through that mound of the big toe, through the floor. Imagine into the soil. And again, that's where we receive our nourishment, our hydration, our connection, our connectivity. Connection is so important, right? Okay, now straighten the legs, lift the kneecaps up to the sky. Draw the front of the thighs to the back of the room. And see if you can find that balance between your right foot and your left foot. Good. And those legs are growing longer. Again, reaching to the soil, to the earth, to the ground. And the longer that your legs reach, the more space your spine has and the more strength your spine has. Inhale, nice and tall. So this posture, we can actually tap into that self-assurance, that self-knowing, that connection to life, that divine connection. So that heart is lifting upwards and forwards. The shoulders are rolling down and back because we're supported. Life has us. Our heart is open because we're receiving. And that's the thing. We don't consciously close our hearts. We don't want to. We don't mean to. But when we do close our hearts, it protects us, right? But it also stops us from receiving love and giving love. And it can be at a very subtle level, right? But here we're learning how to reopen that heart so that we can truly receive love and truly give love unconditionally. Rolling the shoulders down the back. Heart open, palms wide. Palms wide, palms wide. So if we're gripped, clenched, it's hard to receive. If we're open, we're expanding, palms open, we can receive. And anytime we really start truly giving authentically, unconditionally, without any expectation, when you're giving from your heart, life just gives back to you tenfold. It just happens. It's just how it works. But it comes from that unconditional giving. Good. Reach through the inner heels. Okay, so we're still going to plug into, use our imagination, pretend that we're connected to that mycelium network, that underground communication network of nourishment, okay? And now we're going to extend up. So ground the legs like a strong pillar. Imagine that they're a root and they're reaching straight down. I don't know if any of you have ever picked a dandelion root. They have those long, huge roots. That's hard to get. You gotta like pop it with the dandelion popper. You want that long, extended, deep root. And then this is in Eastern cultures, our solar plexus, our dantian. That's like that's our self-trust center, our willpower, our strength, our connection to our instinct, our intuition. So that actually gets activated when we have strong legs. And the navel starts to naturally go towards the spine. And then imagine these hips, these front hip bones, feel your front hip bones. Imagine that those hip bones are coming towards each other, below the navel, and then towards the back of the spine. And then imagine energetically it's reaching out the back of the spine, spreading wide across the sacrum, the hips, and then coming back around. So we've talked about this the last few classes, but a torus, it looks like a donut shape, but it's where the energy goes down, around, up, down, around, up, and it's a continuous energy source. The same is true energetically for our hips. So again, that's hip bone. It's reaching towards the center, our dantian, reaching back through the spine, reaching across the sacrum and back to the center. So it's a continuous energy vortex. That's the energetics of this area. And that supports your organs. Do you hear Layla? She goes, yeah. Good. So see if you can find that energetic entwinement. That's our strength. That's our internal strength. So again, feet grounded, finding that internal strength. And that also, that same strength is going to go all the way up to our back ribs. So coming out the back ribs, coming around the front, reaching through where our diaphragm is, coming back out the back. It's an amazing, it's our body's innate intelligence. It's amazing when you tap back into that. Good. So glutes are reaching straight down into the heels. We've got this entwining happening. Roots are growing longer, 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 deeper, 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 deeper. And then once we get this entwining, now our ribs are working towards each other, working towards the back of the room. Now we can actually start to open our heart. Okay? Because most of us are thinking we're opening our heart through our rib cage flaring. But my rib cage is opening, not my heart. So we want to tone the rib cage back. And now it feels like the heart is closing, but we want to keep that toned back and then learn now how to open the heart. Okay, so it's like a complete re-education. Tone the ribs back, but actually find the expansion and the opening and the up and the lifting of the heart, okay? So it's a deeper dissection. Good. Reach down through your strong pillar. That's connecting you to your nourishment, that deep, dark, rich, living soil. I can't remember how much life is in soil, but it's something like a teaspoon of soil that's healthy and vibrant has more stars than in the or like more microorganisms than stars in the galaxy, right? Like it's some crazy thing like that. So extend down into that nourishment, into that life, into that support, into that connection. Good. And now we're lifting the heart, we're opening, but we're drawing those ribs back. And now we're learning how to trust life, We're learning to open the shoulders and roll the shoulders down and back. So that armpit chest lifts. You can absolutely use your hands to help get that armpit chest lifting. Again, it's a re-education, a retraining, right? Because at some point, most of us learned to close here and protect here, right? And it could have been as simple as someone said something that wasn't very nice to us when we were 5 and, in kindergarten on the playground. It could have literally been something like that. So we have to relearn how to open. And we have to relearn every day how to open, right? It's actually a choice. Relearn every day, make that choice every day. It is a cultivation. Good. And see if you're getting more space in your spine now that you're finding your roots. If you're getting more expansion, more length, more strength. And now we want to take it all the way through to the top of the head. So imagine that you're extending out the top of the head, lengthening the neck. We really want to make space in the neck, okay? The vertebra of the neck, it's very small, tiny millimeter between each vertebra. We want to make more space. And when we have more space, the muscles tone and you have more strength in your neck, okay? That's going to translate to the brain stem, circulation. Like, it not only impacts us at the emotional or energetic level, it's going to impact us in the physical level, migraines, all these different things. Okay, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Lengthen. We're just growing our neck right now. We're just lengthening the neck. You're going to translate it and extend it all the way through your whole body, through your feet, to that soil that we're imagining that we're tapping into. But you're lengthening those vertebrae in the neck. Lengthen, taller, 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 taller. There's more freedom there. There's so much more freedom there. Keep going. Okay, so we have our imaginary root system, which isn't even really imaginary. You can actually tap into that. And then you have, imagine now that you're the flower. You're a flower. This is your stem. Your body is your stem. And then the flower is the head. Okay? So the flower starts to open, the flower starts to expand, the flower starts to receive that sunlight. I seriously love flowers. My mom has always had an amazing garden since we were little kids, growing all kind of vegetables and food and herbs, but also beautiful flowers and zinnias and snapdragons and sunflowers. So imagine your favorite memory, whatever it brings you to, of smelling a flower, of seeing a flower, wherever that takes you. Maybe you watched a bee on a flower, right? And they're spreading that life, that pollen. So if you can imagine it, if you can take yourself there, there's a certain humming. There's a certain humming, an electricity, a life, a vibrancy to that flower, to that ecosystem, to that bee. And that's that om we were talking about, that universal sound. That's that om. Okay, so we're just imagining a beautiful flower head, whatever that brings you to. I'm curious actually where that's bringing you. Maybe you can imagine that you're smelling it. Maybe you can even smell it. Maybe you can sense its texture or its softness, its color, its vibrancy. So that is that open receptivity that we're talking about. And flowers are bright, they're colorful for a reason, right? It's like nature's candy. So imagine you're receiving that sunshine, you're receiving raindrops. Great. And like a flower, there's this beautiful strength and this beautiful tenderness, this softness, right? So a flower, especially a flower, we'll say in the desert, that experiences extreme conditions of heat and cold. You have to have a strong root system. there's so much resilience there. There's so much strength there. So tap into the resilience, tap into the strength. And that's through your root system. That's through the length and spaciousness of your spine, which we're imagining as a stem, like a flower stem. So tap into that resilience, and you're going to go deeper, deeper, deeper to find it. And the more that you reach through your legs, the more that you can lengthen and extend and reach out the top of the head. That's your resilience. That's your strength. And then we soften, we tap into those flower petals, which are very tender, right? They can get bruised and broken, but they're not afraid to shine. They're not afraid to shine. They're open. So you're going to tap into that opening. Beautiful. So just allow yourself to go there. Allow yourself to tap into that strength, that resilience, that mycelium network of support, of community, of connection, of nourishment. That imagination visual of your favorite flower, opening, receiving. And just get a little bit taller. And get that heart a little bit more open. Again, we got to train it. We got to train to get that heart really open, really receptive. And it kind of makes sense, right? Because we need to be brave or courageous to truly love, right? Because there can be that subconscious fear. It's probably in our DNA, it's probably in our makeup. That fear of rejection, that fear of not being accepted, right? But when we truly accept ourselves, then it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. But you can tap into that resilience, that courage, that strength, that self-knowing, that self-trust, and that trust in life that you are deeply held, deeply loved, deeply supported. So roll those shoulders back, roll those shoulders back. Good, 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 good. Okay, we are gonna grab a chair and we're gonna keep diving into this, but grab a chair, or if you have, I'm gonna use this as an example. If you have a table, I have a dresser here. I'm gonna show a couple different ways you can do this. I hope you had fun tapping into the imagination like that. So you can use a chair, or you can use a dresser, a desk. Let's see what most of us have. Most of us have a chair. Okay, great. We'll use the chair as an example. And if you do have a blanket, you can put it on the top of your chair. It's going to be really helpful. We're going to work in a couple different ways. Let me see. Okay. We want to set ourselves up. I think sometimes we maybe forget how connected we are and how much a part of nature are, and we are nature. But nature is completely interconnected, right? And so are we, but sometimes we forget. Okay, so I'm going to use the back of my chair for this example. I have padding for my ankle. I'm just going to demonstrate to start. We're going to start facing our chair. If you have a wall to hold on to, that's wonderful, or a desk if you want that extra support, okay? Now we can adjust the height. If this is too much for you, you can take your foot down to a lower height, okay? Good. So we are gonna work on this re-education this entwining, nature's intelligence, our body's intelligence. We're gonna roll. I'm standing on my left leg, right leg up. Left leg standing, right leg up. So we're gonna work on this entwining again, and I'll visually demonstrate. It comes from the back of the thigh, opening, rolling around the outside edge of the hip, rolling around to the front of the thigh, front of the thigh, rolling to the inner groin, rolling to the back of the thigh. So it's an entwining of the hips, of the legs. It's a continuation of what we were working on. So standing right leg, left leg up. Did I do opposite that time? I probably did. Okay, standing leg, right leg, left leg up. Get an entwining of the legs. Okay, so this is like this, since we're on the tip of nature today, this is like the synergy of a beehive. If you've ever seen a honeycomb, and the perfect little hexagons that are all together, or again, looking at the center of a flower, it's that perfect fractal print that repeats itself. And that's the same with our body. We're just getting back into nature's intelligence because life happens and we lose it. Okay, so rebuilding those connection pathways. The front of the pelvis is rolling towards each other, back sacrum opening. And it's okay. It's okay that we lose it. It's just part of life. I mean, think of an ant hill or an ant mound that gets completely destroyed and wiped out by a rain, and then they have to rebuild. We're just rebuilding every day. And then spread wide across the bottom of the feet. Reach through the inner heel. And remember that vibrancy of that flower, that humming, that like electricity, that aliveness. We want to cultivate that in our awareness and in our body. So we do that through that zest and that zeal, through that extra attention, that awareness, that consciousness coming into our legs. So take the muscle to the bone, that contraction, muscle to the bone, muscle to the bone in both legs. And you already feel that heightened zest, that electricity. So anywhere that we might feel lethargy, we're cultivating that aliveness, that awareness, that zest, that electricity, that vibrancy. And as you engage the muscle to the bone, 360 degrees, you'll start to, like that mycelium network we talked about, you'll start to feel that connection through the entire leg, that awareness through the entire leg. Woo. Spread wide across the bottom of the feet. And then we're going to open the heart again, roll the shoulders down and back towards the glutes. And the standing leg, this one's hard to actually get fully straight. So slightly bend the standing leg. And then engage the muscle to the bone to strengthen the leg. And that means we're going to engage our glutes, our hips. And it also means that standing leg, you're reaching through the floor, again, growing those roots, that root system to find that nourishment, that deep nourishment. And it's actually a lot of work. So if you're feeling that, you're toning your body, you're toning your nervous system, you're strengthening your nervous system, which is actually teaching you that it's okay, you've got this. Okay, bend the leg to come out. So we're teaching our nervous system that resilience to bounce back after we have been knocked down. Take the other leg up. Kids, right? I love watching Layla. She's so resilient. All kids are. They fall down, they get back up. Laughing usually. They fall down again, they get back up. Okay, so now we're going to work with the other leg. The left leg is the standing leg now, and the right leg is up. And those inner hips are rolling towards each other, towards the center, below the navel, that dantian, and then towards the back of the spine. And then we're getting that entwining of our legs, that re-education. And then just see if you can square your heart, square your chest with the wall in front of you. Spread wide across the bottom of your feet. Hold on something if you need to. And I guess like a good analogy, we've talked a lot about our fascia, which holds our muscles into place. The fascia really is like that mycelium communication network, right? And oftentimes it kind of becomes like concrete, where we lose that connection, we lose that communication pathway. So even just these balancing poses, you get these micro little shifts in the leg and the ankle, and then anywhere where there's an adherence, it's kind of fascia is like the plastic wrap that you can go around food. It's kind of like that plastic wrap around your legs, around your body.
Excuse me, coach.
Yeah.
I have a question. The leg that is standing,
Yeah.
where are your toes pointed? The
Good.
leg that's standing, where are your toes pointed?
Okay, so standing leg, toes are pointing forward.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah, good question.
Appreciate it.
So anyway, we're opening up that fascia so that it's not stuck, so that everything can communicate and get the nutrition. And your leg might start to burn. Yeah, thanks for asking that, Karen. That's a good clarification. So you might get that burning, that aching, grueling. That's good. We really want to energize these legs. And then as your legs grow longer, your spine gets longer. So you're reaching out the top of the head. Lengthen, 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 lengthen. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And again, if there's a fatigue that sets in, either in the legs and the body or the nervous system, that's good. We just want to cultivate a little bit more, a little bit further. We're building that endurance. Few more deep breaths here. Okay, then release, let go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now, Karen, everyone, we're going to be facing forward, and we're going to bring that right leg up. And so now the standing leg toes, the left leg is facing forward towards the front of the room, and the leg is out towards the side. Okay, so we've got that entwining happening of that standing leg, that re-education. But this right leg that's up in the chair is actually getting an external rotation. So the outer hip is rolling down towards the floor, inner groin rolling up. Woo! So this leg is external rotation, this standing leg is internal rotation. And you're coordinating both. And that is going to work through the spine, the lower back, the organs. And again, our nervous system is like that mycelium network, that communication pathway throughout your whole body and beyond. Good. So we just want to lengthen the spine, find more spaciousness in the spine through that standing leg. So the more that you can engage the muscle to the bone, the more that you can extend that root system long through the floor. Longer, 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 grow deeper, grow deeper, grow deeper, grow deeper, longer. The more that leg extends through the floor, the more toning and activation you're going to get in the hips and the glutes and the leg and the joints and the spine. And the left glutes are chasing down and towards the left heel. You're getting that external rotation of the leg. And then again, we're softening the face, softening the jaw, softening the throat. Release, soften the jaw, soften the face, soften the center brow. You can use your hand to soften it. And again, whatever flower comes to your imagination. For me, it's a zinnia because my mom always grows those. But imagine that open flower, that softness, that tenderness. Open your face, open the jaw, release the side temples, release between the brow, release the throat. And that open flower is that beautiful portrayal of trust in life, of expansion. Keep lengthening the spine by lengthening that left leg. And as you start to get that external rotation of the right leg, internal rotation of the left leg, all the organs, everything else starts to unwind, starts to go to its natural place. Okay, gently bend that left knee to come out. Woo, that's big. We're going to switch sides. Chair on the opposite side. And now we're going to bring that left leg up. So standing leg, right leg, his toes are facing forward towards the front of the room. Right leg, we're getting that entwining. That leg is growing longer, deeper roots, deeper roots, deeper roots, deeper roots, deeper roots, until the hips start to engage, the glutes start to engage, the spine lengthens. And then that left leg is getting that external rotation. And again, we're bringing that electricity, that vibrancy, that life force. So engage the muscle to the bone. Lengthen both legs longer, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Lengthen the spine, extend out the top of the head. Oh, Layla's tired, I can hear her. Muscle to the bone. Muscle to the bone, muscle to the bone. We're finding more length in the knee joints. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Engage the glutes strong. And just a couple more breaths here. Again, we're unwinding the spine, the organs, the tissues, the way everything adheres. the way everything connects and communicates. And then bend the knee to gently come out. And now we're just gonna face that chair. And let go of the blanket. Hands on the back of the chair. Bend those knees. Lengthen, 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 reach, extend. It's such a good opening in the shoulders and the spine. So your feet are hips width apart. Your heels and toes are on the same plane. Bend those knees to lift the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Lift, 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 lift. Ground the toes, spread the feet wide, lift those sit bones, lift. Roll the groins back behind you. You're getting that entwining of your thighs. Sit bones lifting. It's hard work to break through and get those sit bones moving. But when you do, the whole spine gets strong. Spread the toes wide, reach to the mounds of the big toes. Knees are still bent just so we can get those sit bones rolling up towards the ceiling. Roll, 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 roll. It's going to strengthen the entire spine. And then open the back of the heart. And see if you can keep that same opening. Whew, this is hard. Sit bones rolling while you slowly straighten the legs. And if you lose the sit bones, be honest with yourself and go back to bending the knees. So the sit bones are spreading wide, reaching up towards the ceiling, reaching up towards the back of the head. You slowly try and straighten the legs without losing the sit bones. Lengthen through the spine. Open the heart. Reach through your hands. Your arms are getting longer. Open the heart, open the heart, open the heart, open the heart, open the heart. Sideways growing longer, longer, longer. Again, if you lose the sit bones, bend the knees. Go, 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 go. And then exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly come up. Good work. It's hard work, huh? Coming back to seated. Okay. So we only have a couple of minutes for that final surrender corpse pose, but it's completely the essence of this class, of this yama. This is truly the embodiment of surrender, of letting go, is this last pose. So come lying on your back. You can have something under your knees if you want to. But this is our teacher of surrender. Lying on your back, palms facing up. I think you can see me. So this is where we can cultivate that divine trust in life. And it's where you practice that surrender, that letting go, that non-grasping, that non-attachment. And we practice it through our body by teaching our body how to let go. So how to soften in the jaw, how to soften the center brow, open those side temples like horse's eyes opening. Palms are open and receptive, facing the ceiling. We're softening our throat. We're softening our hearts. We're softening that right below our rib cage. We're softening in our gut. We're softening in our pelvis, softening our legs. And softening in the knees. So just allow your body to surrender. Imagine a stick of butter melting in the sunshine. Imagine that dandelion open, that yellow dandelion receiving sunshine. So today's class was that reminder of that interconnectivity of everything. Like there really truly is no separation. Otherwise, we wouldn't survive. Nature wouldn't survive if there was separation. So it's remembering that interconnectivity. It's remembering that support. And this final pose that we're doing is called corpse pose, which means, right, it's death. It's the ultimate surrender, the ultimate let go. It's in peace with that. And if you talk to anyone that's had a near-death experience, and I've had a near-death experience, so I can speak from this from personal experience. But oftentimes when people have a near-death experience, what it actually is a complete remembering of our interconnectivity, like zero separation. Like for me, I could feel the prayers of everyone that was praying in that moment, right? No separation. I could feel those prayers. And for me, and for so many others who have experienced those near-death moments, it's the deepest, most profound, unconditional love. An all-consuming, unconditional love. Not 1 ounce of fear, not 1 ounce. Pure, I hear Layla coming. Pure connection, pure unconditional love. Hi, Layla. So go ahead, roll, come on out, come to seated. But see if you can take that drip of inspiration from nature, from that interconnectivity, from that unconditional love, and see if you can cultivate that today. And this is something, it's neat. It's like the chicken or the egg. What comes first? Anytime you do your practice, these things just start to happen naturally. Like there starts to become this enhanced trust in yourself and this trust in life just through your practice. But then when you bring this awareness into your practice, you can cultivate it more. So I know, Karen, you've been really consistent in the last couple of years. So I'm curious, you've noticed some of these yamas just showing up naturally, organically in your life just by doing the postures, the poses. Oh, you're on mute.
Wow. Wow. Oh my goodness. I am so
I thought maybe you were sleeping, Sister Karen.
I'm just like a noodle. Like a
Yeah.
noodle. I'm like a noodle. It's just so cathartic. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And silly me thinking that, the poses in the beginning didn't seem too, intense. Ha ha. But got pretty intense. Oh my gosh. And
Mm.
because I missed last Friday, my cells, my capillaries, my nervous system was saying, it was yelling out, thank you, thank you. Like I say, thank you, Coach Rita, and thank you, my tribe. I mean, we just have to
It's
have
like
this.
old home week.
Gotta have it. What's that?
It's like old home week.
Gold home. All
I
right.
said it's like old home week.
Old home week. Okay.
Yeah, with the three of us and
Yeah.
Coach Reed. Yeah,
Yes, yes, it truly, truly is. Yes.
very
Yes.
special.
Uh-huh.
Very special.
And speaking of special, we need to honor our sister Karen a little bit early, but her birthday is on Wednesday. So I wanted to make sure that we all got, I mean, I'll get to wish her another happy birthday, but anyway, that you guys got to wish her a happy birthday. Happy.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Birthday, Karen. I
Thank
love
you.
that.
68 years young.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
I love it. So vibrant.
Yes.
And looking
Yes.
fabulous.
Thank you.
Yes.
Feeling
Absolutely.
fabulous. I feel fabulous. I really do.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Hey, if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't
Right.
matter.
that's
Age.
beautiful.
Mhm.
Wisdom.
You're,
It's
Thank
just a
you.
number.
you're an inspiration,
you.
Karen. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Mm.
you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
God continue to bless abundantly you and your family. May you continue to be blessed abundantly. And let your light shine the way you always do.
Mm.
It's a blessing to be a part of this community and be a part of your family. Thank you for all that you do, all the support and encouragement, and for your energy,
Oh,
your positive energy. It's a
oh,
blessing. We're
thank
grateful
you.
for you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Um, you know, good energy promotes good energy. You guys have good energy, so I give it back, give it back, give it back. You know, and it just full circle. I love it. It's full circle. You can't go wrong, right?
And
Yeah.
we all absorb it from you, Coach Reader, and then you still look fabulous. So,
Yes,
go.
you do. Wow.
You don't ever look drained. I
Oh,
think you could stand there like that, for 3 hours and
I know.
I would have fallen over after, another 3 minutes or something. And you just, yeah, a little stretch, a little long,
Yeah.
little longer.
a little longer.
You got
I
that.
love
always,
it.
I'm always in total awe when I watch her. I'm so inspired. I'm thinking, oh my goodness. And then I remember her mom and I remember her jeans, right?
Yes.
But it's so
Yes.
encouraging. And I don't there's no other. It's so authentic and beautiful to hear. You're always amazing at the way you give instructions, but what you shared, the vulnerability and what you shared about, like, it was so heartwarming that what you talked about, the near death experience, and then adding that to your instructions when you do this. There's no other less class like this. This is just such a blessing to be able to experience that. Like who gets that? Like those, it's from the heart. Those
Hmm.
beautiful beautiful instructions, and you could just feel it at a cellular level. It's just
That's it.
so therapeutic, so
Hmm.
therapeutic.
Hmm. Oh wow. That's exactly what I was going to say. There, I mean, it's cellular. It's just in her, and it just comes out so naturally. I mean, and then you think there's not going to be something new, and then she comes up with something new. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, it's never ending. It's always something.
And she can talk at the same
Yes.
time, and I'm trying to remember to breathe.
Right. There you go. That part. That part.
This Sandy sense of humor. Sandy cracks me up every time.
I know. She cracks me up too.
You
She's
know,
always got something. And she says it with a straight face too. It's like,
yeah, but she's so authentic. I love how authentic she is. She's candid, right?
yeah,
And the thing is,
very.
most of us are thinking the same thing but she says it out loud,
She
right?
just says it out loud. Yes.
What you see
I
is
love
what
it.
you get.
Courage. Yeah, courage. I love it. That's much courage.
Uh,
I love it too.
Ah.
Yeah. beautiful. She's so beautiful inside and out. And she just kind of like, well, hey, it's just me. What can I say?
Yeah, yeah.
Like little kids in their true state. I love
Yeah,
watching like
that's
little kids before they get
Yeah.
conscious or whatever, right?
No,
so true.
no filters on
No
them.
filters, just
I know.
pure,
Yes,
just pure, and they
I love that.
just say it.
Yeah.
Like,
Super.
I was watching a video with Layla and she was doing her own form of dancing. She doesn't care how she's being judged or what it looks like or how she's moving. She's just going. Like, it was just so beautiful to see, right?
Isn't,
Uh,
isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
I
she
mean,
has,
it's
World
just
through child's eyes. Hmm.
she has
yeah.
this new move, and she's just like, boom, 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 boom,
Yeah,
boom.
yeah.
Funny. I love it. Oh my God. And the other day it was like interpretive dance. I don't know where she came up with this. And she's
Wow.
dancing, moving her body, and then she like splays herself on the floor and then does the splits. And I'm like, what? I love this. What are you doing? This is amazing.
Be wonderful if we just kept that throughout our lives, but people just keep telling us stop, stop, and we do
Yeah.
it, and we just
Yeah.
because it's so freeing and
Hey, Stuart.
yeah.
Oh, boy, sweet. Hi,
Yeah.
Stuart.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
He didn't like
Yeah.
he didn't like the ohm. He thought I was groaning, I think.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And then when I was
yeah.
lying down in the last one, he came over, he was making funny noises because he wasn't, and I had to say, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh,
Surrender.
Aw, precious.
That's
So
awesome.
surrender.
precious.
I love it. Oh,
Baby.
beautiful, beautiful,
Oh,
beautiful.
you want a belly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good
Thank
work.
you guys again for acknowledging my birthday. I truly.
Yes. Happy
And
birthday.
my sweet earth angel Sandy already sent me something in the mail. I mean, she's just so sweet. She
Aw,
just wow.
aw.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Are you a Sagittarius too, Karen?
Uh, I'm sorry, you didn't hear what I said?
Are you Sagittarius?
Oh, yes, yes, Sagittarius. Yes, ma'am.
Me too. Me too. I
Yep,
love
you too. All right. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That's so fun. Yay. Well, thanks for all
Yay,
of
yay.
your hard work today, everyone.
Welcome. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Celebrating you,
It was
Karen.
What happens when we ask
Thank
for the
you.
full body, by the way?
That is true. That part. Yes, that's that part.
I don't think she forgot a single part. Yeah.
Right. Didn't leave out anything.
You got your pinky toe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so great. Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Love
Thank
you all.
Yes.
Love you.
Love
Mwah. See you, my
Mwah.
sweet earth angel
Have a wonderful
Sandy.
weekend.
Bye.
You can. Grateful
And
for you
Coach
all.
Rita, thank you. Oh, yep. Love,
There
love,
it
love.
is.
Love, love, love.
Yeah.
Y'all have a blessed one. Blessed weekend.
As Lisa would say, my brown hands.
Your brown hands. Yes, I love it. Love it. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.
Yes.
Yeah. Love you all. Oh.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Give
Love you.
Layla kisses from her aunts.
Yes, please, please, please.
Ah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Love you.
Love
Bye-bye.
you.